All right, it's 8 o'clock. Let's call the Water and Lake Commission meeting to order for February 5th, 2025. Please call roll.
Commissioner Grindy?
Yes.
Commissioner Quirk?
Yes.
Commissioner Rapaz?
Yes.
Commissioner Riopel?
Yes.
Approved minutes from previous meeting, January 15th, 2025.
I'll move. I'll second.
Please call roll.
Grindy?
Yes.
Quirk?
Yes.
Rapaz?
Yes.
Riopel?
Yes.
Bills and payroll.
I'll move. I'll second.
Please call roll.
Grindy?
Yes.
Quirk?
Yes.
Rapaz?
Yes.
Riopel?
Yes.
Thank you. Nothing from the public. All right. Todd and reports from Widseth. Todd and Steve not here yet. They what now?
Do the internship.
Oh, all right, let's do the water plant internship. Brian.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Morning, buddy.
Good morning, Brian.
The water plant would like to offer a summer internship to a local student within the community. Work would be limited to 100 working days for a full-time student. The position is budgeted for in 2025. I believe that the water plant internship program is a win-win. Not only is it beneficial for the student studying engineering or chemistry, potentially, but it also gives us an opportunity to expose local students to a career field that they might not have otherwise known existed, which in turn could be a potential recruiting tool for us. With having said that, my recommendation would be approval to seek a student to fill the water plant internship position.
I know that you're speaking from personal experience on this, so I will move.
I'll second.
And I agree with this. Anytime we can get the kid in, young man, it's
Or
good.
woman.
Or female,
Yep.
makes no difference to me.
Yep.
All right, please call roll.
Grindy?
Yes.
Quirk?
Yes.
Rapaz?
Yes.
Riopel?
Yes.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
We're going to circle back to Todd. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry I'm late. Took forever to get over here.
You're all right.
Few items. Our 2022 equipment material. We're still waiting on the 650 kVA transformers that we ordered back in September of 2022. They were supposed to be here February of last year. They've been pushed back 4 times since then, and now we're currently waiting. They were supposed to be here in December, and now we're still waiting to get a new delivery date on them. So, not sure what's going on with them. Todd and I have been talking about it, and then we may just give them an ultimatum. If they're not here by a certain date, we're just going to cancel it. So, it's not like we need them right at the moment, but it's just.
What's the repercussions from that if we did it that way?
We quoted those, so there was no bid bond or anything on them. So
No, but I'm
pretty sure we can just cancel it and not have any repercussions.
Where else would you get it?
that's where I'm going with that.
Yeah, but I need to find that out yet. But
Because I think, I don't know, Todd Grabansky, I don't know, we should, you know.
Well, we're sitting good on that. It was some 50 kVAs. We sent some in and had those repaired, so we got a pretty fair amount of number. If we have a development, I'm confident that we've got plenty.
Okay.
Last year we ordered some and we got them in our spec, and we received those within 6 months.
yeah,
So, and I believe it was comparable, you know.
Sure.
So I'm
just
okay with
making
it.
sure that we don't let something go that is going to bite us in the butt later.
Well,
And
they're available now, so.
Okay.
We did get some from this company, and we couldn't get the doors open, and they were all beat up. They've been sitting in somebody's yard for a couple of years.
that's
I got
them.
the phone call yesterday well, we have some other ones, and I said, well, if they don't meet the spec, I don't want them. So, I mean, we're sitting okay, Josh.
I don't know what you think either. I mean, if that's the crap we're dealing with right there, I say cancel them now then.
Order from somebody
Well, we
else.
wanted to check to make sure that they
Okay.
weren't bonded, so.
No, I understand the full story. Thank you.
Thanks.
So
We stand behind you, or I do anyway.
all right, well, we'll see what else we come up with and proceed as needed, so.
Thank you.
Otherwise, 2024 equipment material, the only thing we're still waiting on is spare transformer bushing for the industrial park sub. That's supposed to be here at the end of March, and as far as I know, that's still on schedule. So, 2025 equipment materials, the bids are due on those on the 12th at 2 o'clock. I did get an estimate put together on that, looking at around $15,023 is what I'm thinking it's going to come in around. So we'll see how close that is. 2023 miscellaneous construction contract. That project has been closed out. The last pay request was in your bills and payroll. So that project has been put to bed. 2024 miscellaneous construction. I've got the certificate of substantial completion for you to sign. That includes the punch list of items that need to be cleaned up. Some of those Holt's done already. So it's just a matter of spring comes around, we can get to it. We'll get that cleaned up and hopefully get that contract closed out. 2025 miscellaneous construction. We're still working on the plans and specs for that. Right now I'm hoping to have that ready for your approval at the March 5th meeting. And then if approved, we'll go out for bids on that. Right now I've just got 3 projects in there. I need to meet with Todd and go over those and make sure if we want to add any more or not to that. So, otherwise, we're working on some mapping, some Zavril asphalt plant and Folsom Farm loading for transformer sizing and CT sizing. The business highway tube lighting. Last I heard on that, MnDOT was going to approve our plans for that, get them signed and back to us, so we just need to get the bidding documents put together and get that out for bids. So that's moving along. Other than that, it's just miscellaneous day-to-day. That's all I have, unless there's questions.
Oh, Keith, the boss is standing
And
up.
then just to add to the MnDOT process, the project is funded through MnDOT. We just pay for the plans and specs and all the stuff prior to it, but they'll pay for the project, which is a good thing.
Okay, any other questions for Todd?
I have none.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, Todd.
Mr. Gallstad.
Good morning. Nothing much to add. Keith did give me an assignment the other day. I haven't had a chance to look through it yet, but I'll get back to him shortly, and that's about it. Good morning.
Any questions for Ron?
None.
Thank you, sir. Nothing under old business. Department heads, Todd.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
We got, as I mentioned, we got the Christmas decks put away and cleaned up. Tyler and I just got to go through, get some new light bulbs ordered. I did get some quotes on some reels for the trees, and then get that order in and get that ahead of time. Folsom Farms, I did meet with them. As Todd mentioned, he did set the sizing. We just need to figure out where the exact location is so we can get it into the project. They are going to move ahead with that, so that will happen. And we do have 3 of those transformers in stock for what he wants at 277, 480, going to be about a 300 kVA. So we're sitting all right there. I was out the day they did the audit inventory, but it went well. So they got that done. That's a lot of work to get everything lined up and make that happen. And thanks to everybody that was involved there. I did receive a call from American Crystal Sugar. They did cancel their project that they were going to do as of now.
They did or didn't?
They did. So they took it off the table. I'll be in contact with them. They did put some, they're covering the piles and putting some chillers out there, so they'll still be adding a little load. They did shut the fan load off there, so I think what we're seeing from them now is about what we're going to get out of it. And then, as I've been mentioning, the bucket truck, I do have that lined up for next meeting. It'll be the bucket and the chassis to get that ordered so we can have that built. Hopefully we'll get it in 25, otherwise the supplier said it'd be early 26. And then when the guys were going through the inventory, they did find a roll of 4/0 primary that was damaged in shipping. So we did meet with the buyer. Todd was there, the supplier we got it from. They are going to change out the roll and take the other roll back, so we'll have the same amount. We won't have an odd size reel, so when we have to use that wire, will be laid out. So they're coming next week. And Dave's party went real nice on Friday. Had quite a few show up, so it was nice to have that for him, and nice send off for him. And other than that, business as usual. So, any questions?
Anything for Mr. Grabanski?
No.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, Todd.
Brian?
Yes. The 2024 water permit has been paid to the DNR. In 2024, we pumped 310 million gallons, which is up from 304 million gallons in 2023. Cost of that permit was $2,822. I just recently completed the 2024 hazardous chemical inventory report. I'm waiting for certification from the EPA on that. 2 weeks ago, IPS completed their first quarter calibrations on our meters at the plant, as well as going through, and they're going to be starting to help us with some of our SCADA integrations as well. I have a webinar coming up on the 12th of February that'll be explaining the copper sampling requirements and submitting the sample site plan with the Minnesota Department of Health. That's sampling that's scheduled for this summer, late summer, early fall. And lastly, LAWA, the Technical Advisory Committee, has a operations planning subcommittee meeting coming up on the 18th. That's scheduled to be a webinar. But other than that, that's all I've got.
Any questions for Brian? No. Thank you, sir. Brianna, step and a half.
I'm good unless you have questions.
Oh, anything for Brianna?
No.
Carla?
Nothing unless you have questions.
Anything for Carla? Thank you. Jordan?
Morning.
Morning.
Just want to go over some of the commercial rebates real quick here over the last 3 weeks. Just paid out a lighting rebate for the Blue Moose. They did about 130 LEDs, recessed lighting in their bathrooms, main dining areas. So I spoke with Nate about that yesterday, and their plans for doing some more throughout the year. That's all with Eagle Electric, so we got that paid out. Did one for the Northdale Oil, so that's going to be the canopy lighting for the diesel island. And then there was a weatherization rebate for Valley Golf Course. They had their windows replaced, so we got that paid out. Looking ahead here, I got a form from Jetway for exterior lighting. I spoke with somebody from the East Grand Inn earlier this week. They're working on filling out weatherization for insulation, and they got plans this year to do the windows as well. And then I also received from Eagle, it's going to be 2 city projects, so the Campbell Library and then the Parks Department Maintenance Shop. So we'll get that one paid out here within the month, and then I'm going to touch base with American Crystal, and we've got some calculated from, I'd say probably last spring with Matt Haley, so we'll get those going. That's about all I have right now. Is there any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Corey?
Nothing unless there's questions.
Boss man.
Lightly, say that lightly.
Quit picking on me, huh? Okay, so I got a few items here. So last week, I went to the MMUA Legislative Conference. I put some brochures in front of you. Mike, I only had 3, so it talks about the priorities of what they're going to be working on for us. You can read that at your leisure. One of the things I talked about when I was down there, I met with Senator Johnson and Representative Gander. We talked about the South Water Tower bonding proposal, and so they're going to put something together for us on that. It's debatable whether they'll have a bonding bill, but it doesn't hurt to get something in. So we talked about that, and then they talked about the Business Highway 2 project, which is a good thing to get that funded through MnDOT. We're assisting with the West Central Regional Water District. They've asked for some help talking to the agencies, Minnesota DNR, so I've sent an email out to them to kind of talk about water sources and things like that. Maybe early coordination probably help, to get out in front of that. So we're doing that, working on the annual Distributed Energy Resources Report. They'll bring that to you next time. We do that once a year. We're obligated to take whoever wants to provide us power, that booklet that we have in the office, and that's what that's about. And then last but not least, we just started the process of the compensation study. I reached out to Drone and Associates. Tessa Melvin is still there. She did our compensation study in 2019, and we do one every 6 years, and so I sent an email off to her, and Brianna sent her some information, and so we're going to have a kickoff. I'm going to meet with the department heads here after this meeting. We're going to talk a little bit about that and some other things, and then I'm going to meet with her next week to get her going. The plan would be to have that completed by the second meeting in June, which is exact the same time that we did it back in 19. Then we'll take that information, and I'll sit down with the commissioners, and we'll talk about our process when we start negotiations with the union. And so that's moving ahead. Otherwise, that's about what I have, unless you have questions for me.
Anything for Keith? Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Thanks, Keith.
Commissioner reports, anything?
No.
Yes, I just have to ask Todd, what are we on water meters?
Water meters.
Water meter replacement.
I think we're down, the last time we looked, we're down to 65. They have been doing a few here and there as they're coming in, so we had a pretty good push on it from at 200. So I did get some of the 6-inch ones ordered for the factory that are due to replace, so we'll do those bigger ones this summer, and then once it gets nice out, we'll try and clip that number right down to what we can get. Some of those we haven't been able to get a hold of people. They don't want to do anything. So we have somewhat of a plan to decide which way we want to go with it. So we are getting down there, which is in pretty good shape there now. So okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then I do have one. I had a couple phone calls this weekend about Canada shutting off the power to the U.S. And so I'm sorry I had to start laughing at him, and I said, besides that, what are you guys worried about? We got a wind generator tower over here.
Well, we do have power that comes through Canada. We have an agreement with the MMPA. They provide some power, but I don't think that will affect that. I don't know 100%, and I also know that they didn't follow through with the tariffs. They gave them at least another 30 days to work things out.
Correct.
So, and Mexico is the same. The only one that they're dealing with is China is still kind of pushing ahead. So.
No, but I had to laugh.
Well, it don't hurt to ask because, yeah, we do get some power from them. They provide us some power. Not us specifically, but the agency.
Right.
Yep.
So I sent them the MMUA and WAPA agreements.
Yeah, no, we have a diverse portfolio, and if you did the right thing, they go online and look at MMPA and see where we get our
And I just
from.
got here, read it.
Yeah.
I said, well, I'll sell you a generator.
Yeah, nothing's 100% though.
Yeah, God, I was laughing. All right, that's all I got. Do we got a motion to adjourn?
I will move.
I'll second.
Please call roll.
Grindy,
Yes.
Quirk,
Yes.
Rapaz.
Yes.
Riepel.
Yes.
Have a good one, Mikey.
Yeah.
See you, buddy.
Thanks, Mike.
Bye.